Alright, and now you're just seeing a good example of somebody that's like completely ignorant. Like, you go walking with a dog, and what you do is you look at your phone and you have earphones in your ears, and you're completely ignorant of the natural world that is surrounding you. And all you do is fulfill your job, walk the dog, I mean, that's just the level of ignorance we are in right now. That you just think, oh, I have to fulfill my dog's need, and then you're walking around like it's something cool, right, to walk your dog, but you're not really, right, I mean, you're walking your dog, or is your dog walking you? And then, it doesn't really matter if you're in nature, if you don't connect with it. Like, you can go into nature every day and you can walk like this. And you just look on the ground, stuff in your ear. Well, and you're probably going to miss your wife feeling shit. And you're probably going to miss a lot of other stuff. Probably the kind of birds, you're going to miss the blue sky, you're going to miss the green grass, you're going to miss the wind. Because you actually don't feel alive anymore. You're just like this, like a zombie. And this is how most people are today. They're just zombies. They just function, and they're just running from one rush to another one. And then you see them run like, see, they just run. You can run a different way. Maybe like him, right? He also doesn't hear the birds. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't hear any birds chirping because he's listening to music. It's just about the running. And to say that you've run today, that's what it's about for the people, so that they can, oh, I ran 20 minutes today, I feel really good. It's like mental masturbation. That's how it is. And you can see they actually don't enjoy that. They're just doing that because they've been told it's healthy. And then they buy the shoes that they think they need, to run better. No, you run better barefoot. And you walk better barefoot. You don't need shoes to run better. No. Maybe you shouldn't run at all. But that's just how it is. And then you go around telling that to people, and then they feel like, oh, damn it, I thought I was doing really great. Yeah, well, you weren't. Because you were too concerned about what other people are telling you. So if you hear me saying, running is shit, then it's just my opinion. So if that hits a spot in you, well, then you should start asking the right question instead of just continuing to do something which you don't really like. Because maybe the reason that you feel now downtrodden because I said something about it just triggered in you the feeling that you had all along already. That somehow you were selling yourself to the idea that running turns you into a better human, which it doesn't. It just makes you run away from stuff. And that sometimes, people, they work themselves to retirement, and then suddenly they're at home, and they can retire, but then they realize, holy shit, I don't feel so good if I don't work, so, oh my god, what do I do now? And then they feel miserable, and then they're suddenly depressed, and, yeah, he doesn't look like he's enjoying it very much. And I know how it feels like, because I always used to think, I have to run. And then I just stopped running and started doing other things. And that just makes you more happy in the long run. But of course, who am I to talk? Maybe I'm just lazy. Who knows, right? Maybe I'm just lazy, right? And then, yeah. But of course, in a way, I could do more physical exercise, that's for sure. But I don't do that. Because somehow I think it's a waste of time and a waste of energy. And then people tell me, yeah, I actually have more energy when I run. Well, why don't you just run all the time then? And there's actually people, there's this one woman, and she's just running 20 kilometers a day. And as soon as she gets up at 5, she's like working, and then she's running, and then she's feeding the animals. And I just think that's kind of stupid. It's just me, right? It's just my opinion. Because for me, that just looks like you're running away from something. That's how some people run, like, they don't even know how they're running. I mean, they're not even aware that the posture they're running in is completely unhealthy. But running is healthy. Yeah, sure, right. No, if you're running like this, like, you know, you're one with the environment. You're kind of moving. It's hard to show that here, but there's a way of running that's actually healthy. Where you like, but that's usually probably done barefoot or with huaraches or maybe some proper kind of barefoot shoes. But most people, they don't know how to move. And there's a specific way on how to move, and that means you have to reconnect with your body and start moving, like disassociating also, so you can actually feel, how do I move? How does it make me feel if I move like this? Like, I walk with shoes like that, and I can feel the shock in my brain. I mean, that cannot be healthy. Oh, you have to get different shoes then, right? That make your muscles disappear even more. And then in the end you will sit in one of these moving chairs like, yeah, sure. That's just not the way how to go. So you have to make an effort, and you have to train your body and to discover new things. And right now, yes, I don't do this as much as I should do. You could say at least I know how to do it. So what am I waiting for? You know I would feel better if I would go running once in a while, but I don't, because I have all these kinds of excuses. You know, but now winter is over. Where are my excuses? Because I can feel this, yet I don't do anything about it, right? I could like do it. I could do more push-ups, but then I don't do it. So why not? Because I think other things are more important. Other things are more important than the way I feel. I mean, do you hear yourself talking about this? Other things are more important than the way you feel. But what can I do if I don't feel like running at the moment? Maybe work myself towards it. Do I have to run? That's the other question. Well, there's surely some muscles that I'm not using right now. So, for example, now I'm going outside and I'm being active because I'm doing videos. But when I'm going to write books again, I will be basically trapped behind my desk. But that also gives me the freedom to go out of the house without the need to work. So I can leave my working to when I stand behind the desk, and that's actually, you know, for that I also have to be fit. And for that I have to watch my diet more. And for that I also have to work out more. And that's then how I will get balance into my life. So, you know, that's then of course the challenge for me in the next couple of weeks. To figure out how to do these things and how to keep working on books and to enjoy writing without all these things I used to do before. So maybe then it is suddenly, you know, more attractive for me to go running for short rounds, because maybe it does energize me. Because if I'm not going to use my body anymore, then, you know, what am I going to do? Because running is still something different than hiking. And it does activate the energy flow somehow. But I also realized, you know, running 10 kilometers maybe isn't it. I don't know. So just have to figure that out. Because I also don't want to get addicted to running. And that's why I like slacklining, and that's what I'm going to do later. And although I did think I would slackline here, I think I won't do that. Simply for the reason that I also like to connect with people. And you know, it was nice to be here today. But I also think it's nice to slackline where people are, because I don't want to run away from people. Because then I get into the mindset, as long as I'm with people, you know, they take me away from myself. But actually, it's not possible. Because sometimes I remember who I am because I spend time with some people. But yeah, also, of course, the last couple of days I was quite focused on reaching my goal, and that's important then to stay away from people. Sometimes it's important. Because sometimes people, you know, they distract you so much. Because then I don't have time to talk. I don't even have time to greet you. I don't have any energy for that because my complete focus is on getting this stuff done. And now I feel like I can be a bit more relaxed about it. And I think that's okay. And maybe today's session ends now. I'm not quite sure yet. I think I will do more recordings later. But that's, I think, to be decided at a later stage. And I think, you know, now I have a nice and comfortable room. I also will feel more like talking in there. Maybe that's something to look forward to do tonight, to do like some nice recordings, so that, you know, I don't have to cram everything into the next minutes. See, this should be something, you know, you can look forward to it, and then I can stop now and continue later. And maybe today I managed like 16 videos or something. And then tomorrow morning I can do another one of these sessions, because now I also have a new image to do, and I do that tomorrow. And then I record more videos. And then I have the last ones for the 5th, and then I'm done. You know, and then we'll see, right? Depends also on the weather, so that's also the nice thing, you know. You just keep going. Sometimes you're gonna have weather like this, and then sometimes it's gonna rain, sometimes it's gonna snow. So there's a lot of variation. And depending on the weather, you can also make a spontaneous decision. But sometimes, you know, you just have to pull through and work yourself to sunshine again. Alright, I say for now, thank you for listening. Cheerio.